Hello, my friends. Welcome to Space Engineers. This is my personal favorite game, and before y'all start worrying about Red Dead Redemption, that's not over. Still doing that. But, to be honest with y'all, I like this game more. This is my favorite game of all time. So we're going to play some Space Engineers and some Red Dead. So, next upload will be Red Dead. Upload after that, Space Engineers. But we're going to be doing a survival series. So this isn't going to be completely vanilla, because I'm going to be honest with you, I think it's boring. Completely vanilla. Mostly vanilla, admittedly. Mostly vanilla. We're going to do as much vanilla as we can, but we're going to make it interesting, have some NPCs that are going to fight us, and just make it a little bit more interesting. But, enough talking from me. Let's get into it, shall we?
Attention, children. My witch.
Alright, here we are. So, obviously, we can start on Earth-like planet, or one of the other various planets like Europa, Bertam, which is fictional, Mars, Triton, which is actually a moon, and I mean, most of these are actually pretty real. Obviously, the alien planet, Titan's real, actually, what am I thinking? Triton and Bertam. Triton? No, Triton is real. I think I'm getting confused. Regardless, we're going to go for Earth-like because, well, it's Earth-like. So, let's go to Earth-like. When the game decides we can go in, of course. Obviously, we need to wait for the game to say we can go in. I hear music, I don't see anything. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Alright, here it is. Space Engineers. So, oh great, more lag. Nice. Yeah, we are running a few mods, so it's not going to be perfectly flawless. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to have to turn down the graphics, aren't I? Anyways, so I am running a few mods. I might leave a Steam collection if somebody wants it. And for some... Alright, parachute's just loaded. So, yeah. Early game Space Engineers is never terrifically fun. But it is going to be what it is. So here we are in Space Engineers. So first step, we need to build some stuff up. But before we get moving with anything, let's queue some ingots up. That way we don't have to worry about stuff not being produced. So queue up 10,000. Yeah. And I'd say this is not a bad spot for a base, honestly. I mean, I don't know actually. That cliff over there, kind of at the bottom of that cliff right there, it's not bad either. It's a little bit of a ways away, so let's dig up some stuff, convert this into a car, or at least something like a car. I just realized something. I forgot to turn progression off. Yeah, we have to deal with this crap. Oh well. Let's get to the fun part of Space Engineers, that is the early game survival. Yeah, this is the boring part, so I'll probably speed this up. But before we speed anything up, I'm probably going to leave this timestamp as well, so if you just want to skip right over this. I think the goal of this survival series is going to be establishing a small base on every single planet. And obviously we could just, once we get to space, that's not going to be too hard. All we have to do is just have the resources, get over there, or put in the time to get over there if we don't have a jump drive, and just simply build a base, which is just no fun. That's boring. Nobody likes to do that. That's way too boring. So we're gonna have an objective on each planet. I'll come up with what that objective is, whether it be, I don't know, like racing around Mars, like in a single video or something, or defeating a certain amount of bases on a certain planet with a certain weapon loadout and ship and such. Don't know what it'll be. Where's my digging hole? Oh, there it is. I'll come up with an objective for every planet. After that, we'll have to see where it goes from there. But yeah, this is what you just witnessed with the whole, when I was explaining the stuff, how it's gonna work. That's gonna be this. It's gonna be that way for a while now. So if y'all just wanna, I'm just gonna fast forward to this scene because, yeah, we're gonna be here for a while.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I've been working on the railroad all the way along there. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. Come on. You'll think, should I have released this unedited version of the video? What the heck, I'll do it anyway. Where the no-lifes like me can see the shenanigans and I get up to.
Inventory full.
I don't know why, but it took me so long to realize. But that over there is an IMDC Atlas class frigate. One of the ships from a mod called, I think it's Modular Encounter System? I think that's what it's called. So what that does, it'll spawn in ships from other mods, in this case IMDC, and it will spawn them in around the world as you're playing, and they will attack you. Or if you're in a faction, you can be peaceful with them, but yeah, that's kind of cringe. So we will not be part of a faction in this playthrough.
Inventory.
That way, those guys are always hostile to us. Yeah. So, looks like he's going to stay away from us, which is good. Some of the factions are insanely aggressive, though. I mean, ridiculously. And it all depends on which mod you're looking at. Some of them are more aggressive than others. Some will just attack you for straight up no reason. There's two factions that I'm worried about. One is the Orcs from Warhammer 40k. I don't remember the name of the mod. I think it's like Orcs, Masters of Wa or something. And the others are Reavers. So, I doubt anybody here knows who Reavers are. But Reavers are from a franchise called Firefly, which I highly recommend. They are unbelievably aggressive. Orcs, they will not ram you. They'll attack you, but they're not going to ram you. Reavers will ram you. They do not. They have zero survival instinct. They will dig through an entire asteroid just to get at you. I've seen it in one of my primary survival world. They've dug, like, started because I got sick of it and just deleted eventually because I was tired of my turrets wasting ammo. But it was a small ship, dug through half of an entire asteroid just to get at me. That is not something I've ever seen any other faction do. I mean, because, goodness gracious. Reavers are something else, man. And again, watch Firefly if you want to get a full understanding of what they are and what they do. Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Inventory full.
Yeah, I think, now that I'm thinking about Firefly, I think one of the lines is, about the Reavers, of course, was, first they'll rape you to death, skin you, and then sew your skin into their clothing. And if you're very, very lucky, they'll do it in that exact order. Which is just, oh my gosh. I don't know how that twisted faction came to reality. But Firefly universe is all the better for it, I suppose. Although, if you've seen the Serenity movie, you might disagree with me on that one. I'm inclined to agree with you. Can't say what for, obviously, because spoilers. Watch Firefly, the TV show, and then watch Serenity, the movie. Amazing stuff right there. Amazing stuff. Okay, how much do we have? How much material do we have? Not nearly enough, that's how much. Honestly though, we might be able to get away with this amount. I'd like to have some more materials though, because you can't get certain materials from stone. You're seeing all you can get. You can get gravel, iron, nickel, and silicon. Or silicon, depending on how you say it. But there's a few other materials in this game. So there's uranium, which is used to power nuclear reactors and such. Platinum, which is used for various advanced components. I'll just skip over your uses. Aside from these four, there's uranium, platinum, silver, cobalt, magnesium. I think that's it. Might be wrong, but I think that's it. Not a whole lot. But first things first, we need to get this thing on wheels. So let's figure out how to get pistons. I don't really play around with that much. I play more creative stuff. So to build pistons, we got to build a battery. It's not too much trouble. Yeah, it's a bit of trouble. Do we have to build a basic assembler then? Yes, basic assembler. So let's queue up some steel plates, say 100 or so. Should be more than enough. Give it a second to get it all going. 10 should hopefully be enough for now. And let's build a tower, because we're going to have to rely on wind power early game to get us going. United graphics, oh goodness gracious. 11 kilometers away. Render distance friggin' 15 kilometers. Let's turn graphics down to medium. Dang it. Should have done this earlier. Okay. I knew high was too much to ask for. Should have been playing on medium the entire time. Okay. Basic assembler. Obviously, it's in the name. Basic assembler is how you can produce stuff. Let's add these production. Get the fastest stuff producing first. Displays are not terribly fast. Computers should be pretty quick. Okay, I'm just gonna be staring at this for a while. Well, let's dig up some more stone then. Lovely. Anyways, while we're just doing nothing right now, Battlefront 3. I think we all can agree that needs to happen. So, whether it be EA, DICE, or some other company, we need it, we want it. Play Battlefront 2, show your support for the movement. We're gonna get Battlefront 3, hopefully, eventually one day. Obviously, game development takes time. Nobody's saying they have to get it tomorrow or something. But with the Switch 2 and all that, yeah, I don't know. I'm not buying a Switch 2. I don't know what y'all are doing. I mean, if you want to buy a Switch 2, absolutely go ahead. Not saying you can't. I'm just saying I don't think it's worth it. I think it's a bit of a ripoff. I think Nintendo's kind of gone down the drain in terms of how trustworthy they are as a company. I'm certain. I'm never buying a Nintendo product again, but that's unrelated to the Switch 2. More around events about how they updated my console and didn't even tell me. I don't know if I can even mod the thing anymore. Some older models too. I mean, it's a model of the Switch. I know I can mod. I have no idea if I can do it anymore. It's on version 20, which just obviously they get better stopping modding. I don't know. Somebody broke the Switch 2 in just days, so it's possible. Still gonna get it. Yeah, but back to Battlefront though. That's what I was talking about earlier. Originally, I don't know how I got the Switch too. No, yeah, right. Battlefront. We need it. Battlefront 3, give it to us. We need Battlefront 3. I think the tragedy of the Battlefront series is how screwed over it gets. It's Battlefront 2, it could have could have been in development for a much longer time, honestly. They really had something going. You can tell you can tell just playing the game that there's still stuff that's missed out on. If y'all have played the Supremacy mode, I mean, Age of Rebellion is just, it doesn't exist. Unlike an Age of Resistance and Age of the Republic, I think it's... once you get the ground objectives, you go to the ships. Age of Republic is a Venator and Providence class. But in an Age of Resistance, it's Resurgent class Star Destroyer. MC9 or something? I don't know. Resistance era is not my cup of tea. I personally don't like it at all. Not even one bit. But even like with Age of Rebellion, I mean, it's just nothing. Once the ground game is over, that's it. Game over, GG's. It's faster, sure, but it's just not Supremacy. And that's not even talking about the heroes that should have been added to the game. Like, Ahsoka Tano, for the Clone Wars fans out there, should have been added, honestly. I think I've seen something like the developers wanted to add her. Captain Rex, Padme Amidala. Poe Dameron was also supposed to be in the game. He's a right character. I don't like him terrible now. He's not bad. My question though is, who the heck is Tali Lentra? Freaking Hero Starfighters, which is unrated game mode, honestly. She's one of the characters you can play as. She flies an A-Wing, Blue Squadron Leader, Resistance era. Who is that? I mean, she shows up for like 10 seconds in The Last Jedi. And all of that 10 seconds is just her getting blown to smithereens by Kylo Ren. What the heck? It's just, you have to buy a book or something to understand what's going on in the background.
Inventory
It's just never
full.
okay. Yeah,
Energy low.
stuff's still being produced, goodness gracious. Probably because the ingots were being produced first. Yeah, that one's on me. But anyways, I mean, how are you supposed to know who these characters are if there's never even a single bit of attention paid to them? I mean, I'm not against buying a book for a franchise if I want to learn more about the franchise, but I shouldn't have to buy a book for it. The book should just be a nice little add-on for little tidbits of information that aren't entirely necessary to understand the story. I mean, I shouldn't have to learn who a character is through a book, even though they're apparently a major character in the movies or the show or whatever. That's just not okay. I mean, in Last Jedi, if I remember correctly, it's when Kylo Ren is flying up the hangar bay or hangar pod of the MC whatever, and blows the hangar up. I mean, what? How am I supposed to understand who that character is? You're clearly it's supposed to mean something because you show a close-up of her face before she gets killed. How am I supposed to understand who that is even? Shows up for like 10 seconds, never even says a word to my knowledge, or from my memory, and just gets killed. Like, what the heck? How am I supposed to know who that character is if the movie itself refuses to even give that character screen time? Even any characterization. I mean, Last Jedi has so many problems. That's just one of them. Just, yeah. That movie should not have been made. Honestly, Disney Star Wars, in my opinion, should not have happened. If you like it, absolutely fine. That's perfectly fine. It's just my opinion that Disney Star Wars, with the sequel trilogy at least, doesn't make sense. From a story point, from a plot point, whatever you want to say, it just doesn't make sense. And I get it. Imperial remnants. First order I don't have a problem with. It makes at least a little bit of sense. Not too much sense really, but there's at least some level of understanding where it comes from, in my opinion. But I mean, oh my gosh, it's so stupid. Alright, so anyways, since we got the basic assembler going, we can take all of our components, not the gravel, we can take all of our components here,
No energy.
move it into the basic assembler. I think I did, yes. And we could get to work on a battery and a wind turbine. First, the wind turbine, so we can actually have the power to do stuff. After that, the battery, so we can actually store the power. Wind turbine first. Oh right, I can't produce anything there. What am I thinking? Right, it's going. Cancel that. Take all the gravel and get rid of it, because the only thing gravel's good for is reactor components. We can't even use reactors yet, so there's no need to worry about it. And that Corvette's getting awfully close. Because one of the mods I have on here is called the Assault Weapons Pack. And it extends the range. It has some special weapons that are just really good. The old mods I was using for weapons on my ship was just, I can't even use them anymore because they're so outclassed in terms of like range and power. Some of them can shoot for, I think, 8 kilometers is the longest, I think. Or at least the longest I've ever used. What was I say? Yeah, so, ships passing by, I'm not exactly comfortable with. Right now, I'm not too concerned about it. Because we're so fresh off the bat. And if I get game over, and I'm just gonna reset the run, or just turn damage off for a little bit. Or turn a shield mod on, that way I have something to fight back with at least. So it wouldn't be a game over, series over kind of way to go right now. I don't know. Why isn't it producing anything? Why is nothing getting produced? You have the materials. Oh, you don't have enough iron, that's why. I move all the materials from the basic assembler over to the survival kit. But let's go hit that unknown signal. Get a bottle of hydrogen first, though, because we're about to run out. So I always forget on planets, hydrogen goes so quickly. Wrong one. Right, it's in the generator. Where they go? Hydrogen here, oxygen generator. Might also want to add a speed mod. Yeah, that's going to be a ways away. Oh, goodness gracious. Might also want to consider hitting some of the things that go over, like that Corvette. I mean, not going to go to that Corvette since it's a warship and all. And on top of that, some of them have inhibitors that disable jetpacks. Jetpack and dampeners, which just stops me from flying off. But first let's get this special little item, which gives me an actual cosmetic. Or not. Die. Now let's see if there's any goodies in the cargo container. Yes, actually. Power kits and motors. Your displays as well. Always nice to see. I'm honestly a little more excited about grinding this thing down and get all of the components that are part of it. Wish I could scrap you and keep the power cells, but alas, when I do, you break it into scrap. Rest in peace to the power cells. What would be really nice is if I found some cobalt. Because that's... I forgot to say cobalt earlier, didn't I? Yeah, cobalt's something we're really going to want to find. Because it is incredibly important. Wait! Metal grids! Let's go! Alright, that is one less worry. Metal grids are very... not even very. Just a wee little bit important in terms of longevity. Because most of the big stuff you're gonna need metal grids for. So just a little important, not that bad though. But the only way to find out if there's some ore underneath the surface is to hold out your drill and just hope you find it, pretty much. So there are little rough patches, I guess similar to that, where there will be ores underneath it. I can never for the life of me find them though. Not on Earth, like, at least. On certain other planets I can do it better. That's just because it's a whole lot harder for gray spots to blend in a desert. Alright. I'm getting home again. Okay, how can I not have the stuff needed? It's ridiculous. Oh, we can actually build the whole thing. Nice. Alright, now we can build batteries. We're gonna do a refinery actually. Let me give that back up on the queue, or the hotbar. And begin the production of battery. I should build most of them now. That's nice. What's less mining? Now we can at least move over to less than 0.01 of iron into the assembler. And back to digging we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Most interesting part of the... Space Engineers is an interesting game, I promise, guys. For those watching the unedited version. It is an interesting game, I promise. The early game is just so incredibly dull. We're going to be doing this for quite a while. Honestly, I might just do it out of, like, do this out of off screen. So much mining.
Inventory
Okay.
full.
One of the challenges. How about we make that one of the challenges? We have to get like 3 entire cargo containers just full of stone as hand drilled. That'd be interesting right there. No, that wouldn't be boring at all. I think I've been recording for almost an hour already. I have to set a timer or stopwatch so I can check. I think it's been almost an hour. Hopefully we'll at least get to the point where we can somewhat stop.
Inventory full.
Yeah, task for Earth though, dead set. Get a base going, base of operations, though if we ever game over it on another planet, we can just come back here. We game over it on a planet and in space. We get to come here and restart. That's the objective. Not a big one, but it is one. And there's another unknown signal. Not that direction this time. I will. So, if any... I don't know if any of y'all watch the... This will be unedited again, obviously. But if... Have any of y'all seen Battlestar Galactica? I'm trying to get into more sci-fi settings. You know, like, stuff like... I'm into Star Wars. Or was, at least. Not into Star Wars as much anymore. Halo is my go-to right now. Although, honestly, that might change depending on how hard they're driving it into the ground. I'm trying to get into more of it, though. So, Battlestar Galactica. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. Or at least some good stuff about it. But I've never seen it before. Stargate as well. I've seen Stargate. Now, I've seen Stargate. Great series. I recommend watching it. At least Stargate SG-1. It's 10 seasons, so it is a bit of a commitment, but oh my gosh, it's amazing. Yeah, I've heard good stuff about Battlestar Galactica. So, I don't know. Yeah, but for y'all not to know about what Stargate is, I can give you at least a little bit. Can I? Rings of not teleportation, but so essentially there's something called a Stargate, which is a ring created by, if I remember correctly, it's an ancient civilization, which connects to a system of other Stargates around the galaxy, and in multiple galaxies, but you can only connect to a Stargate within a certain system.
Inventory full.
And honestly, I can't even remember half the stuff right now. It's been a bit since I've last watched Stargate. So I'm kind of trying to remember. Well, this is awkward, isn't it? I swear, it gets interesting, guys, I promise. Once we build this battery, I think I'll call it there.
Energy low.
I do not need to build another wind turbine. I might as well just keep digging for now. Nothing better to do other than wish that the basic assembler assembled components faster. Yeah, we could also do a little shenanigans with, I think it's the INDC? TFCM. Let's go mess with them. Do something at least. Good. Gotta get some more energy, though. If we run out of energy, we are not in a good situation. Alright. Time to go do some... Time to go do something stupid. Mess with one of the only factions that is going to be passive with us. Or is at least passive with us right now, so yeah. Let's go actually to the faction screen. So there's IMDC, Space Pirates, Space Spiders, the First Conglomerate, and I think the unknown faction is the Factorum. Yeah, the Unidentified Signal. It's a, vanilla. It's like, this is vanilla, though. Vanilla, such and such. They will attack you, though, if you go near them. But these guys are neutral with us for now, at least. Once we start messing with them, they won't be quite so friendly. Guess we're going to be able to get right up and close with them. And see what's up. Alright, so if that interior turret turns on, we are dead. So we're gonna do a little something a little cheesy. And just destroy the action relay. That way the turret no longer has power. Oh goodness gracious, we're already almost maxed out on our components inventory. I mean, where's the entrance? Up here. There's another one right there. Can we open this? No. Now let's just disable this turret then. Thankfully, we're not increasing our hostility with them too much. For now, at least. So is it TFCM? Yeah, TFCM. I think negative 500 is when they start to get hostile. So we're good for a while. Yeah, as long as it doesn't go above negative 500, we'll be good. So we'll essentially be able to hack this space for free. That is if we don't get bored of death from hacking into the door. Oh, I just realized that pirates like us for doing this. That doesn't seem very right. Well, actually, no, it makes sense. Pirates. I got it. Inventory's full. I know. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, finally in. This is just a research outpost, though, so... not even anything too special. Quota. He told me if I don't make my sales quotas, I'll be fired, but no one comes to this sector anymore. Can't work my magic if no one shows up. I mean, that's the truth. How do... oh, there's a... the ladder blended in perfectly. Let's see what's up. That's... okay. Wouldn't exactly call that an arm... oh, it's because there's nothing in there. Okay, please don't go into another one of these. Alright, let's hack into this card container. Whoa. Whoa, cobalt! Let's go. That's very, very nice. So magnesium, so we can make ammo. And a lot of it, too. I mean, a lot of magnesium and nickel. I'd prefer to have some more cobalt, but I'll take that. 772 is 772 we wouldn't otherwise have. Now to slowly hack this door. Or at least open it. Alright. And what's over here? Literally nothing. Tools. Tools that we respawn with. We don't need them. Those enhanced or elite. I'd like those. be faster.
Inventory.
But no! No, no, no.
Inventory full.
That would be too easy.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory
We need to get... We need to keep staying on the lowest tier of tools. That is only right. It is only right that we have to deal with the worst. Equipment. Not much going on here. Why is there nothing going on here? Warfare battery, we can't get power cells from that. That's probably the armor right there. Another warfare battery, can't get anything out of that. I'm incredibly disappointed. I was expecting more. Tip that over. Alright, well, let's stop this from despawning and loot it. We'll destroy it. Oh, they're down to nothing. Oh, right, PCU. Ugh. Yes. Alright, let's start making runs back to base. All 6 kilometers, we gotta fly. Might be able to see some boulders with materials in them. Like that! Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. What are you? What do you have in you? Nickel. Mark you down with our handy GPS. What? No. My caps lock is on. And what are you, my friend? Please tell me you're a cobalt. Alright, I'll take some magnesium. We'll never argue with getting some magnesium. That's always needed. Cobalt! Silver. I'll take silver. Silver's not bad. Always could use some silver. Again, though, I'd really, really like to find some cobalt. Maybe I should ask for something different. That might be the trick. If I ask for something I would prefer not to have right now, like, I don't know, gold or something. Well, no, I want gold. That's going to be useful. I don't know. Gold would be useful. Everything would be useful at this point, honestly. So, can't say what I should ask for. I need everything right now. Boulder! Cobalt. Give me cobalt. Give me cobalt. Silicon. Okay. I'll take silicon. Again, though, what we need is cobalt. Cobalt. C-O-B-A-L-T. Atomic symbol is C-O. That is what I want. That is what I desire. Oh yeah, I forgot I have power cell. Question though, can we finish the battery? No, 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 no. We need more iron. The same old song and rhythm that plagues early game Space Engineers. Not enough iron, not enough silicon, not enough cobalt, not enough nickel. It is sickening. Give me the materials I desire, game. Give unto me the cobalt. I'm gonna get it eventually. That's not it's just a question of when. I've gone hours without finding cobalt. I need cobalt. It is a necessity in this game. It is like iron. It is like nickel. It is like silicon. Some of them are more useful than others. Gravel. But you need them in the end, because they actually do provide quite a necessity, and all are very important to proper development of ships, and stations, and rovers, and cars, and bases, and all the like. But some are just unfair to find, like cobalt! You find gold, which is supposed to be rare. You find silver, which is supposed to be rarer. And I turned a mod on to bring uranium and platinum to planets. Haven't found any of them. Probably won't. But, well, no, I probably will eventually. But still, It shouldn't take this long. Already almost an hour into our first... Yeah, I don't remember exactly when I started. It's about an hour ago, almost. Actually, no, it was about 40 minutes ago, I think. There you go, this one seems real fun, I can already tell. Really, really, really want some cobalt. So that's every Space Engineering player can agree with me on that. Cobalt is a real pain to find.
Inventory full.
That's gracious. Alright, does it have enough iron even? Yes, it does, thankfully. Almost there. Just too much to go. I should probably... No, the markers of the materials and such. But might as well turn these off for now. Keep magnesium on because that's a very interesting find. Ah, goodness gracious. What about the computers? Where are the computers? I'm missing... Why are you not producing the computers, assembler? What the heck is wrong with you? Finish producing the battery cells. Alas, we're almost there. Just have to wait for the assembler to actually produce what I taught it to produce. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay, I mistimed that, but I don't care. Battery has been finished. So, like it's a battery, because it is a battery, it will store power for when the sun is not available, which is why you're using wind power instead of solar power, because solar panels on planets are cringe. Never use solar panels on planets unless you have to. Some planets you can't use a wind turbine because they don't have an atmosphere. Obviously, if they don't have an atmosphere, you can't use a wind turbine because it kind of relies on the wind. So, unless there is no alternative, or the solar panel or solar panel adjacent thing is objectively better, solar panels are cringe. In space, though, they're very good. They're very good in space, no doubt about that. Time and place. For now, though, I think the next objective is going to be getting this thing on wheels. It won't be too hard, but it will be a bit of a hassle. Yeah, that should be fine. Right. 2, 3, 4. Put them in the build planner. Queue up the remaining components for construction. Doesn't have enough iron, because why would it ever have enough iron? Iron-hungry hog that it is. What now? No! It still doesn't have enough iron! And there's no more iron to be found. Aha! Right, can't believe we forgot to build a refinery. This would actually make getting materials out of stone even faster. Why am I such a fool? I've played this game for 2,500 hours. I don't remember to build a refinery. Ah, back to mining we go. not even slowly. It's starting to go quickly now. I'm quickly losing my mind. Rock and stone, my friends. Rock and stone. Nothing but rock and stone. Which is, hey, we actually hit stone. We're hitting stone now properly. We're not in the dirt anymore, which is somehow contains iron, silicon, nickel, and gravel. We're actually hitting stone. Still doesn't make sense, but it makes a little bit more sense than dirt having all of those.
Inventory full.
Once more, the inventory's full. Burn to the drop pod. I don't want to turn on traffic on right now. I'm losing my mind with this. I want to terrorize some NPC, but I can't because none are showing up even. As long as Reavers don't show up, we're golden. Reavers show up, yeah, that's the run. Good game, boys. Only NPC faction that has me thinking about turning on a shield mod. Don't want to do it. It'd be a little bit too cheap because the shield mod that I use is called Defense Shields. It's pretty darn good. It's, so it produces a shield that it gets stronger depending on how much power your ship produces. And most people produce more power than they actually will need, because, you know, you're not going to produce less than you need. That's just ridiculous. So, what? Clang? What's in Clang's name? I've never seen the weather act like that before. This video, so close to being done, it's not even funny. When I finish that refinery, I don't care that it's not been an hour yet. When I finish that refinery, I'm concluding this episode, because this early game Space Engineers is so bad. Probably could have made this better by building a piston drill, but I haven't done that. Can I even make a piston drill? No, I can't, because I have to build a cart. No, wait, where is it? I have to build a refinery anyways! I can't even build a piston drill to make my life easier, because I have to build a friggin' refinery first. Which makes sense, but still... The progression... Corvette! Pick a lowstone first, we're not uncivilized. 290! Pick up all the iron. Take it to the assembler. Oh, it might be just build a refiner right here. No, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was thinking about the wrong thing. Yeah, we can't even do this anymore. Alright, time to go terrorize an innocent IMDC ship.
Energy low.
Okay, energy is not currently the priority. The priority right now is terrorizing an innocent warship. That is strangely turning to face me. I think you might see us coming. Oh, I don't even have a fuel to get up. Turn dampeners off. Maximize. Nope, we're dead.
Fuel critical.
Okay, GG. Do we have big guys? 9 small steel tubes. Acceptable losses. Should have known that was too high up and brought a hydrogen bottle, but it didn't. So we're dead. back to the survival kit we go. I feel like I'm walking slower than I was before. Maybe it's because I broke my legs or something. Are you kidding me? I don't have any iron? How do I not have any iron? I don't have any iron! What the heck? This is getting ridiculous. How many times am I have to freaking dig in this hole, man? I'm losing my mind. Is this what insane people feel like? Is this what Sisyphus felt like? Pushing that rock up the hill. Is this what he felt like? No matter how many times you go in the hole, you always gotta go back. You can never leave the drill hole. Never ever leave the drill hole. That's all the stone for now. Please produce all the iron I need. I don't want to have to dig in that hole again. I need 422.67. Please produce enough. Please, I am begging you, produce 300 more. Or 400 more. It didn't even produce 100. Alright, well we got a quart of yarn. I really wish I didn't have to freaking dig this much. Early game Space Engineers sucks. I mean, there's just no way to put it otherwise. I mean, I love this game to pieces. I'll play it until I die, probably. Oh my gosh. Early game is so miserable. It's not even funny. I really wish I could find like a station or something from one of the NPC factions to spawn in, just so I could rob it of iron. Because, oh my, I mean, even finding like an iron vein or an iron boulder or something. Probably should look for that, but I mean, I can't find it anywhere.
Inventory.
There's nowhere to look for it. It's nowhere. Wait, I might be able to produce a better equipment from here. Can I? At least drill. I can produce a drill! An enhanced... No, that's the normal one. An enhanced hand drill! Oh, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. The grind is at least a little bit better. Or at least a little bit less slow. To bash my head against my friggin' desk. It's so slow, that early game. Oh, enhanced drill. You're so beautiful. Most beautiful item in the game right here. An enhanced drill is this thing right here. Is the peak. This is peak beauty. Nothing is more beautiful. Forget about women. Forget about anything else. This right here is the most beautiful thing in existence. Hold on. No, we can't appreciate it properly when it's in my hand. This drill right here. This hand drill. Most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Nothing is more beautiful than this here hand drill. I don't have an obsession problem. You guys don't know what you're talking about. I'm not obsessed. You guys are just acting crazy. This is the most beautiful thing in the world. Alright? Get it through your heads. It's beautiful. Most beautiful thing. It's more beautiful than a banana next to a banana. It is beautiful. Beautiful. More beautiful than this overused joke I've been doing. more beautiful than that overused bit. But there is one thing that is more overdone than that bit. And y'all know what that is, y'all? That's me. Digging more. It's freaking stone now! The joke is over, Keen! Games, I'm not laughing anymore! I should be done with this by now. Look how much I've excavated! You'd think a spaceship crashed from space into here or something. There's no reason for the early game of Space Engineers to be this miserable. I don't know who decided this much I don't have enough iron! I never have enough iron! Where is all the friggin' iron? Head up to here with it! It's nothing but stone! Nothing but clicking, clicking, holding the clicking. I'm sick of it. Utterly sick of it. Nothing about it is logical. Nothing. So much grinding. And for what? To get blown up in space because a reaver decided to scream in my ear. It's like, ah! That's all it is! That's what I'm thinking right now. That's what's going through my head. Just screaming internally. Because I have to dig and dig and dig and dig for nothing but stone, which doesn't even do much of anything. This 54 iron is not enough. The video is going to end right here. Oh, it's already done. Thank goodness. I thought we might have been done before the hour mark. I think we're actually going to be really close to it. Might even beat the hour mark. For recording time, at least. Oh. I changed my mind. The enhanced drill isn't the most beautiful anymore. This right here. No, what am I thinking? The enhanced drill is more beautiful. This thing friggin' sucks. So, if y'all have enjoyed Space Engineers in this nighttime, wait, hold up. Can I make lights? I can. Give me a second then. Need to do some. I'll benefit from it anyway. If y'all have enjoyed Space Engineers as much as I have, which is to say not at all, or hopefully more than I have, and enjoyed my suffering because you're mean to me, then make sure to come back when I'm back on the Space Engineers, because there's bound to be more and more suffering. Hey. Till the next time, I hope y'all have a good morning, afternoon, and evening, my friends. And if you're watching the unedited version, make sure to watch, feel free to, well, maybe not necessarily force yourself to watch the edited version, but if you're watching the edited version, feel free to watch the unedited version, too. You might get some kicks that you didn't see in the normal video. But regardless, I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what time it is for you, my friends. And I'll see you then.